Chris Vance. You'll never want to leave your house again.
Welcome to the Garden of Horror. This is our random movie review where I upload weekly. Today we're doing House of a Thousand Corpses. It's one of my favorite modern horror films. It is an older one, but I figure instead of keep on doing new releases every week, I'm gonna take it back a few years, maybe decades, once in a while. Maybe, most likely, probably one of the upcoming films. So House of a Thousand Corpses from 2003, directed by Rob Zombie. Here we have two couples that are on a road trip. The two boyfriends, they're writers, and they wanted to bring along their two girlfriends with them. And what their book is going to be about is strange, obscure side attractions throughout the United States. Here is where they end up finding one of their attractions of what they're looking for. So they take a trip through the walkthrough or the ride, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they meet Captain Spaulding. Captain Spaulding brings up this legend called Dr. Satan. The two boyfriends are intrigued, so they take a side route to find this tree where supposedly Dr. Satan is buried. Essentially, they're running low on gas, so they're in need of a desperate gas station. They end up finding this fried chicken and gas station. I'm not sure what gas station advertises selling fried chicken, but I guess it's a random town southern of the states. It's my cat Luna, by the way. She pops in randomly. Along the way to this tree, they end up picking up a hitchhiker. After they pick up the hitchhiker, the two girlfriends aren't really into this hitchhiker because she's a girl. Maybe it's a girl thing. She is kind of annoying, especially her voice. And that's played by Rob Zombie's wife, Sherry Moon. Eventually they get a flat tire, and it so happens that Sherry Moon's house is right up the road where her family member has a tow truck and is able to repair their vehicle. They end up at the family's house. At this house, there's a family called the Fireflies, or Firefly. They somewhat resemble the Sawyers from the Texas Chainsaw franchise. And they're creepy. They're the type of people that you don't want to be hanging out with. It's Halloween. The Firefly family has a Halloween tradition, and the movie takes it from there. Now, this film pretty much maybe started Rob Zombie's career in the film industry, or at least it put him on the geographical map of horror. This horror film is not for everybody, but it's mostly a homage to 60s, 70s horror, but modernized, of course. This film includes numerous of actors and actresses, including in Rob Zombie's typical picks. You know, we have Sherry Moon, which is his wife, which is in every film that he makes, even the new one that's coming out called 31, which I'm really 31. I've been following that movie for a year maybe, and from what it seems, it could bring back his career and take all those Rob Zombie haters, bring him back into his little domain of a bat cave, you would say. Like I was saying, numerous of actors and actresses. We have Sid Haig, who plays the iconic character Captain Spaulding. We have Sherry Moon. We have Rainn Wilson from The Office. We also have Bill Moseley, the guy that played Chop Top from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. The crazy hippie character, when he's always scratching his metal plate on his head, he's like, his performance is amazing. I really like his character. You really could tell he's sadistic out of all the other characters. I didn't really like him so much in the sequel, The Devil's Rejects. He wasn't as insane, I guess you would say, or intimidating. This is the kind of guy you want on your side, you would say. Rob Zombie really brings out the terror in this film. Like, it's kind of creepy, but like it's what I like. I mean, there is a plot, but it's nothing that hasn't been done before. It's just the way he goes about this film really brings the terror out. I know you have the dark tones, you have the gore, you have the family itself, who might as well be cannibals, but pretty sure they're not. To me, this film is a breath of fresh air back in 2003. Yeah, you had like the whole Japanese American remakes that came around, which I really enjoy. But then you have the nice Italian American mix horror into this film. So you had this film, and you had all the Japanese remakes. Rob Zombie was, was tired of maybe all those '90s films and all the kind of stepped into the whole torture era, which is around this time as well when Hostel. I believe Hostel came around this time. This film might, in today times, and you might want to call it, has a lot of Instagram filters because everybody has these apps that can make these films on their own with the filters. You have the negative coloring, which is really cool. It's kind of like, it is a 60s, 70s like music video sometimes. You have the split mirror pictures. You have the grainy film, and then you have like random shots of like something to be scared of, like a dead rat or something. You also have the psychedelic coloring. One of the shots made this film, and I don't give spoilers, so I'm gonna keep the characters anonymous. This specific somebody had a gun at this other guy while he was on his knees. And the camera view is elevated in a bird eye's view, very slow motion. This film is shocking and disturbing. I will not watch this film. Anybody into horror films, because they probably won't pay attention to it at all. This film, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of my favorite modern horror films today. I still watch it from time to time. I am a Rob Zombie fan. Did enjoy the first remake of Halloween that he did. Wasn't too keen on the second one. I enjoyed Devil's Rejects. Really looking forward to 31. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in. That's my quick review of the film from 2003, House of a Thousand Corpses.